Back on the Porch pregame show, Zach Bayrudy joined by Porch starting pitcher Murphy Smith. And Murph took the loss a couple of days ago against San Jose. You did have a pretty good outing in that game, though, up until the end. And it's been the case this season where you've had some good outings and a couple of breaks haven't gone your way here or there, be it the other team has a hit and run at the right time or an error, what have you. But how do you feel like you're settling in this season as compared to last year?
Yeah, just having been here before and everything, just kind of feel a little more comfortable. I kind of know what to expect, and like you said, I've had a couple good outings, and then some will go haywire or whatnot, and I'm just still in the process of learning how to handle that and trying make the next pitch, get the next guy out, and move on, that kind of thing, and it's a learning process every day, but like I said, I just feel a little more comfortable in those situations.
How tough is it when you're out there? You talk about things going haywire. How tough is it when you're out there as a pitcher when you see those types of things happen, knowing that you should have outs and then you don't, but to keep your composure and to just focus on the next hitter?
Yeah, it's just part of the game, and over the years, it's not like you come to expect it or anything, but things happen one way or the other, and you just got to kind of learn how to deal with it and move on. And I think that's a big part of moving up in the levels and everything is learning how to deal with that, put it behind you, and then, get the next guy out and kind of limit damage.
You started last season in Stockton, went 3-5, a 6.19 ERA, sent down to Kane County, and you went 8-2 with 3.64 ERA, so a lot better success after being sent down in the middle of last season. Talk about that experience, how that was for you, and what you took away from that mid-season move and coming into this season, what it means to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously, never ideal to be sent down, but I just kind of looked at it as, opportunity to kind of turn my season around a little bit, and just kind of went out there and pitched and had fun, and I really had a great time down there last year. And, I guess, like you said, the numbers kind of speak for themselves. I was a little more successful, so just kind of try to take that same approach, this year, not try and, be too perfect in every pitch or anything like that. Just, enjoy the game a little more and just go out and compete.
Do you feel, based on that experience last year, you were a little better prepared coming into the Cal League this season?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said earlier, just having been here before, kind of knowing what to expect, just kind of helps, prepare you for hitters and how teams play, how organizations play, that kind of thing.
Have you been working on any new pitches, developing any new pitches coming into this season?
No, not really. I just two-seam, four-seam, change, cutter, and curve. I had all those pitches last year, just trying to, I guess, hone my craft a little more.
What's the pitch if you were to look at all those pitches? What's the pitch you would say that you would want to develop a little bit more when you're down here at this level?
I would say probably both my breaking balls. I don't know if you call it cutter or breaking ball or not, but I would say my cutter and curveball, they're good at times and not so good at times. I think more than anything, I just want to work on being a little more consistent with both those pitches. Other than that, I feel pretty comfortable with the other three. So really just those two, I guess.
I want to ask you, because you're kind of in a unique situation, having been in this situation, I guess, recently, facing a team like San Jose, and they have guys that can really run, and it seems like whenever they go, they're gonna steal. Especially against this team that's struggled to throw out base runners. But as a pitcher, how much does it kind of nag at you when you have a guy like Gary Brown at first base, and how hard is it to focus on the hitter when you're dealing with that behind you?
Yeah, I mean, it's first and foremost, you try and not let guys like that get on the bases, but when they do, it's got to be in the back of your head to try and keep him close, try and throw off his rhythm a little bit, and give your catcher a chance to throw him out. And honestly, it's one of those things where a guy like Brown, they're fast, they're going to run, and they're going to get their bags one way or the other. So you just got to kind of do your best job to throw off their timing and their rhythm, and just like I said, just give your catcher your best chance to get them, really.
Lastly, Murph, your dad's emailed me a lot and given me a lot of flack for this, but I've talked about in the past month or two how it's kind of been colder here in California. It hasn't been like California quote-unquote weather. Mm-hmm. And your dad said, you don't know cold until you play in the East Coast. But talk about the different coasts a bit, the East Coast versus the West Coast. I'm an East Coast guy, so I know that type of cold, but you must have pitched in some pretty brutal conditions growing up. Talk about the differences.
Yeah, I mean, and not just, the weather's a little different, but in, college baseball starts about end of February or so. So we actually start playing like our full games a little earlier than Pro Bowl, because Pro Bowl we have that month of spring training in Arizona where you don't see anything but sun. So it's definitely a little different. I can remember a series against Albany where it snowed every day. So temperatures in the 20s and 30s with wind. It's not fun. It's a little better out here. Even when it is a little chilly at night, I'd still probably take the weather out here.
All right, Murph. Well, thanks for your time. We'll catch up with you later, and good luck the rest of the way.
All right, thanks, Zach.
That's Port starting pitcher Murphy Smith back with the starting pitching matchup here next from Visalia on KWSX.